For fight fans, the year 2008 got off to a dream start when it was announced that Enzo, Maccarinelli and David Haye would finally collide. This matchup had been talked about for years and continued the great British tradition of domestic rivals settling their differences in the boxing ring, although sometimes they couldn't even wait that long. Bitter rivals during battle, often lifelong friends after the final bell. But in this contest of contrasting personalities, camaraderie would be cancelled. Reputations are at risk, titles are on the line. And so, in the early hours of last Sunday morning, for the benefit of American television, the former derelict White Elephant on the banks of the River Thames that is now the magnificent O2 Arena provided a suitable stage for this domestic dust-up with global ramifications. Enzo Maccarinelli, the WBO champion, squaring off against David Haye, the WBA, WBC and Ring Magazine belt holder for the right to be called the world's #1 cruiserweight. A pair of devastating punches, two chins that have proved vulnerable in the past. An exciting and alluring mix that promised to be explosive. David Haye soaking up the applause from a rapturous O2 Arena crowd after unifying the World Cruiserweight titles in destructive fashion, and we caught up with the champion as he relaxed in a central London hotel. David, congratulations on your victory in the Cruiserweight unification fight. We'll get your perspective on the contest when you talk us through it in a few moments, but 1 week on, what's the overriding emotion you feel at having accomplished your goal in cementing your status as the world's #1 cruiserweight?
The first thing I'd say is satisfaction. You know, I've always known it within myself that I'm the best 200-pound fighter, 90 kilo, 14 stone 4 fighter on the planet. I've said it to everybody, you know, and it's all about proving it. This time round, I thought, beyond any shadow of a doubt, nobody can question who's the main man in the division. After the Mormec fight, when I went out to Paris to Levallois to beat the linear champion, to beat the man who beat the man for the WBC, WBA and Ring Magazine belt, I thought that was enough. I thought that was enough for people to say, okay, David is the man. But there were still these doubters out there, experts, people in the game who are supposed to know their boxing, still said, no, there's this guy Enzo Maccarinelli from Wales. The guy's got a big punch, you know, he's a natural cruiserweight. You know, you're coming down from heavyweight, maybe in the later rounds, maybe he'll get on top of you. He's got a great coach, you know, Enzo Calzaghe's, Joe Calzaghe's dad. We don't think he can beat you. So I thought, okay. I really had to dedicate myself because I knew the magnitude of this fight. I knew how important this fight meant for my legacy. You know, the Mormec fight was sort of history. This one was for the British public. This is the fight that everybody wanted to see because we were both at the top of our game. We're both 27 years old. We're both in our peak, you know, and these fights happen once every 10, 15 years if you're lucky.
You've said that this wasn't your most important fight, but your biggest fight. How did you cope with the added attention and pressure that came with that?
I don't feel pressure, you know. The way I see it, it's a boxing match. That's it. Whether I'd have fought to the same intensity, whether it be in Hyde Park with 2 people watching, the result would have been the same. I'm a professional athlete. I don't let the outside circumstances get involved in what I do in the ring. You know, I've been boxing since I was 10 years old. Before that, I did martial arts from the age of 3. So I know combat sport. I know how to channel my aggression. I know how to focus. I don't need to get hypnotized or do any brain training, this or that. I know how to fight. I'm a natural born fighter. Always have been, always will be. So it doesn't matter about that side of things.
Okay, well, as we saw, the fight was over in the 2nd round, but still, lots happened. Just take us through what happened and what you were thinking and feeling as you made your way to the ring.
Very few people in life get an opportunity where you've got 20,000 people screaming your name, you know, and I just wanted to really soak in every single one of them. You know, you've got greats like Frank Bruno there, you know, someone who I stayed up late watching when he fought Mike Tyson. I was there supporting him. And now he's here to support me. It's great. You got the great Evander Holyfield, the only guy ever to win the cruiserweight world title, and then the heavyweight world title. You know, someone who I'm looking at going out to emulate. You got these type of characters in the crowd coming to see me, little old me. They go out there and do my thing. It was a great feeling. He's literally running to the ring. The contrast between both of us coming to the ring is completely. It's crazy. So
is that how you interpreted his ring walk?
Yeah, definitely. I remember seeing him running. I remember thinking that's not the right mentality to come to the ring with. For someone who's 100% confident, It's cool. He's got no to run to the ring. What are you running for? You know, the fight's going to happen. Take your time. You know, the champion always takes his time to get to the ring. You know, but he came to the ring like a challenger. The referee asked us to touch gloves. Neither of us did. The referee calls us both, and we both reluctantly touch each other's gloves. I was hoping that he'd come out throwing lots of punches in training. Everybody said that he was going to come out. He's been training at starting a quick pace. But I don't allow people to set a quick pace on me because I punch that hard. As soon as Enzo's hand leaves his face, that's when I get my damage. He threw a quick left hook there and sort of stumbled off balance.
Was that a balance thing? Or
that was a balance thing, yeah. The shot didn't hit me, it grazed my shoulder. And he tried to throw a quick jab there. So we're both sort of feeling each other out. No one's putting 100% on their shots. We're just trying to find our range. I think that was the first shot that I landed. It was a quick jab. Yeah, Enzo's got nice high hands. He's trying to keep his chin protected. I purposely dropped my hands, bringing my hands low to allow him to throw his shots.
You've noted that he's holding his hands up high, keeping his chin tucked down.
Yeah,
what else are you learning about
I'm learning about his rhythm. I'm throwing lots of feints at him like I just did there. I'm pretending to throw, I'm pretending to hit him to see what he does, see how he responds to it. I'm moving my hands in different positions, changing from southpaw to orthodox, slipping down. When I got in range there, I started to walk him backwards to see how strong he was.
And what did you find at that
I felt I could walk him back. I could feel that I was a lot stronger than he was in the clinches when he was inside. He's got very quick hands as well, don't get me wrong. Enzo Maccarinelli's got very quick hands, one of the quickest cruiserweights in the world. But there's a difference, you know. See, he throws his jab, I can slip his jab. I'm looking at Lem completely missing me. If he threw a right hand and I blocked it, he would feel some sort of impact. I don't want him to feel impact. I want him to actually hit air, and that's what he's doing.
How risky a strategy is that?
If you're good enough, it's not risky. Some of the greatest fighters in history have done it. Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali did it. You know, Floyd Mayweather, some of the best, Roy Jones, all the best fighters don't have to block every shot. They've got the timing and reflexes to slip it. Here we go, second round, start off again, just starting to look for power, look for the sharp shots. It's a bit of a chess match at the moment, you know, but I definitely feel that I'm faster than him. I can see every shot that he throws. There's no shot that he threw that I didn't see. There you go, I slipped his jab in it, slipped his jab again. It's nothing worse than throwing a hard shot at someone and it actually hitting air. It actually jolts your elbow, sort of hyperextends your elbow, and it actually hurts your arm. There you go, he tried to throw a shot again, and he just gets tied up. But eventually, the shot that happened then, he actually caught his elbow, and I actually opened a little cut under my left eye, and if you look, I actually touched my eye.
And you were aware that you were cut?
I was aware I had a cut at this time. There you go, you see me dab my left eye there with my left hand.
And what response did that trigger in you?
That response, throwing a sharp right hand. I think Adam at this stage realised I had a cut. I think right about now, Adam screams out to close the show, you might hear that. So now I'm looking for the power shot. Now this is when I'm looking to do the damage. I'm waiting for him to punch so I can punch. He's throwing good shots back, he's throwing nice little crisp shots back, but I couldn't feel them, there's no power on him. Back him into a corner, unload, that's it. As soon as I had him hurt, as Adam said, close the show. I had a cut over my eye, there's no time for you messing around, you've got to do what you've got to do to get him out. And as you can see, he looks like a drunk man staggering out of a pub.
And there's a celebration. What are you feeling at that time? Is it justification? Is it vindication?
Yes, all those things. It's just the fact that I knew I was going to do it, and this is just confirmation that I'm the best fighter in the world. I knew it, Adam knew it, all my team knew it, a lot of people in boxing who know their boxing knew it. It's just those few people out there, those few doubters. This is just how they've got to put their hands up and say, okay, I was wrong, you guys were right. As you can see, as soon as I unleashed the haymaker, the fight's over.
There was a sporting embrace between the two of you at the end of the contest. What sentiments were exchanged?
The fight was over. So once the fight's over, all that hype, all that bad blood, it's out of the window. You know, he came back into the changing room afterwards. We had a chat after the fight. And it's just sport. It's a game. There's no animosity between us. You know, I wish him all the well. Hopefully he can pick up these same titles that he lost this time round at a later date. All he's got to do is regroup. You know, focus and stay positive. You know, every fighter at some stage loses, but it's all about how you come back from a loss that shows your true character.
So, to the victor the spoils, and we'll hear more from David Haye later on in the programme. But what of the vanquished? Here are the immediate post-fight thoughts of Enzo Maccarinelli.
I discussed it in myself the way I boxed. Taking nothing away from David, he caught me. You know, we all knew it was going to be a matter who landed first. As happens, I think I caught him early on in the first round. You know, he caught me with a shot. I done totally what I've been told not to do. I dropped the hands, pulled my head up high. He caught me with the right hand. You know, he see me hurt. I'm starting to recover, and he caught me again. I made a mistake. I got caught. You know, so shame losing to a great champion. It's just, you know, not the occasion didn't get to me. Nothing. Made a mistake. End of story.
Well, let's turn our attention now